So I think the biggest thing that I did, the first step that I took was I just made a decision to say, okay, I want to be a billionaire. So what is going to fall under that? Is a billionaire going to sleep till 10 o'clock in the morning, eat cereal, and then go to the movies? Or is a billionaire going to get up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and immediately go into the thing they need to do and start working and handle emails and be thinking about the future and thinking about different relationships and how they can create more wealth and how they can expand and all of this stuff? I think something that a lot of people fail to do is they don't actually decide that they want to be successful. And I know that probably sounds very cliche or like, oh yeah, duh, no I have. I don't think most people have. Like, what I say by that is there are repercussions with the decisions you make, right? So if you have truly decided that you want to be a successful person, well then there's things that follow with that. If I decided that I wanted to be the world's greatest deadlifter, to lift the most weight, what are the attributes that would follow with that?
I always wake up early in the morning and I always wake up super fresh. Then I eat my food because that gives me strength and power. Of course I go to the gym for my morning workout. Then I eat, and yes, I eat some more.
So I couldn't then just be like, okay, so I decided I wanted to be the strongest man in the world and I'm gonna go to lunch and I'm gonna eat cheeseburger. But that's what most people do, right? They think they've made a decision, or they think, oh, I wanna be the successful blah, and then they go to the movies. So I think the biggest thing that I did, the first step that I took was I just made a decision to say, okay, I want to be a billionaire. So what is going to fall under that? Is a billionaire going to sleep till 10 o'clock in the morning, eat cereal, and then go to the movies? Or is a billionaire going to get up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and immediately go into the thing they need to do and start working and handle emails and be thinking about the future and thinking about different relationships and how they can create more wealth and how they can expand and all of this stuff? Or are they going to do the other? So for me, making the decision to say, okay, I want to be a billionaire, what are then the attributes of a billionaire? How does a billionaire think? What does a billionaire eat? Who does a billionaire spend his or her time with? How does a billionaire exercise? What clothes does a billionaire wear? What kind of cars does a billionaire drive? How does a billionaire travel? What does a billionaire read? So if you really think about the attributes of the person that you're deciding to be, you'll be surprised when you start adding it up, all of the different things that you haven't even thought of. So what I did was I said, okay, what are the attributes of this person? The attributes of blah, 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 blah. And then I started to mirror those things. So I wanted to consume the same data that that person does. I wanted to figure out, okay, how do they live? How do they take care of themselves? What are they focused on? What types of things did they buy? You know, what is their quality of life? And then those became my goals to say, okay, you know, this is how these people eat, this is how these people sleep, this is the people they hang around, the types of conversations they're having, the places they go on vacation. These are the things that I started to create even when I was completely broke, as a goal and a vision to say, okay, this is where I ultimately want to go. So now I just started putting that idea there and that concept there to say, okay, I need to travel here, I need to hang out here, I need to buy this car, I need to do this. Because the minute that you start thinking that way, you kind of get into the slipstream vibration of how these people think and act, right? And there's a big part of becoming that person that you want to be is just vibrating at that level, right? How do these people think? What types of cars are they driving? Where are they living? Right? Just by surrounding yourself. If you imagine that, you found out that the vast majority of billionaires were in Palm Beach, and you moved to Palm Beach and you bought a house, even though it was a small house, you bought something in Palm Beach, and you were just in that environment. What do you think would happen? Do you think that your income would go up? Do you think that your intelligence would go up because of the people that you're associating with? Of course it would. So first you got to make the decision and then take along the attributes of that decision. It's not just make a decision. Oh, I know I decided so many years ago I wanted to be successful, but I never figured out what successful people do. What are their attributes? What are their qualities? What are their characteristics? What are they focused on? What are they talking about with their friends? Those are the things that you should be interested in if you want to be successful. So that's the decision that I made, and I spent countless years researching and reading about what successful people do, and that is what has helped me to propel my career and to continue my journey to becoming a billionaire in, I'd say, pretty soon.